let's start off, I guess, with the basics of what has compelled you to run.
El Paso is performing on so many levels now that it never has before. The business community, in the local political leadership, in the civic community, in the nonprofit community, really good, positive things are happening in this community. And I don't feel that that action and that energy is matched by our leadership at the federal level, and it needs to be. And there's a reason that I'm the first person in 16 years to take on the congressman. I'm from a group and a generation of leaders in this community who expect and demand great things for El Paso, and I want to see that happen at every level of government and every level of leadership, including at the congressional level.
So you mean the first credible threat against the congressman in 16 years? He's had opponents in several of his primaries, but it's been, kind of fringe candidates that really haven't had.
Yeah, I think this is the first serious challenge to Sylvestre Reyes in 16 years. I'm not the only person, I want to say this for the record, who could have a shot at winning this seat. I think there's a half dozen people in El Paso who could have done that. But I'm the only one to date who's done that. And I want to see great things for El Paso, and I'm impatient for great things to happen here. And I don't see that level of impatience and drive and success coming out of the congressman's office.
Representative O'Rourke, one of the things that I think a lot of people wonder when they first heard the rumors of you contemplating a run first a couple of years ago and then more recently, is that the chatter people have been asked is, well, what is his argument against the congressman? What has the congressman failed to do or not done that you feel you could do better?
Yeah, I really don't know where to start, because over the course of 16 years, in a career that has built up seniority, that has seen him as chair of an important House committee and now no longer chair, I don't know what those years in Washington, D.C., those 16 years, and those years in a very cozy relationship with Nancy Pelosi and the top Democratic leadership have produced for El Paso. And when you look at something like the Medical Center of the Americas, which for me is one of the best opportunities this region has to produce high-paying, high-quality jobs that will keep our young, talented people here in El Paso or attract them back from the other cities that they've moved to. I haven't seen a lot of effort or success or delivery of what's needed from the congressman's office on the federal issues that disproportionately impact El Paso: immigration, trade, the movement of people who spend $1.5 billion in our local economy and are responsible for thousands of jobs in our economy, the drug trade, which is an issue that I've talked about that I think disproportionately impacts El Paso. All of those, and immigration's one of the hottest issues in the country. Why is our congressman, whose unique perspective of living on the border and representing El Paso and understanding the unique nature of the relationship between El Paso and Juarez, the United States and Mexico, why is he not leading on those issues? Why are we not seeing positive change in those issues in our community? And I think it's an impatience with that that's brought me to this point of running against a congressman. And look, not everyone's going to agree with every decision or vote I've made while I was on city council, but what I am known for is that once I come to a conclusion on a policy or an issue or a topic, and I do that after consulting with the people who are going to be affected, the people who care about it one way or the other, but then I take a stand and I move forward on it as hard as I possibly can, and my goal is to ultimately deliver for my community. I want to bring that kind of energy and drive and success to the representation in Washington, D.C. for El Paso.